Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
All right, people. It's conference championship weekend. That means we only have this week and the Super Bowl left for football picks for this season. It's been a lot of fun, and we've made some decent bets throughout the year. Right now, I'm sitting above 500 at 51, 48, and 1. Pat Boyle ticking up. He's now 44 and 55, bringing our total to 95, 103, and 1. That's a 47.9 win percentage, shooting for that 500 mark between the two of us by Super Bowl, which means we got to hit this one off right. We're going to go with the same game teaser, Kansas City Chiefs from -7 down to -2.5, and then take the over from 54.5 down to 48.5. That's -110 odds on DraftKings, and I think this is the play. The 7 points is too big in a conference championship game. It's not going to go lower because people will hammer the Chiefs too much, and it's not going to go higher because people will end up hammering the Bengals. I think this game might be tight, but I do love the Chiefs to win this no matter what. If they blow out and they hit the over anyway, we're still winners. Chiefs over, let's ride. Before getting into the specifics on pick number 2, let's expand on pick number 1. If you go back 1 month to the end of the regular season, these two teams faced off. The Chiefs had no problem moving the ball and scoring points on this Bengals defense for most of the game. Then they got stymied late. They were up 17 late in that game. The Bengals came screaming back. We know what happened with Joe Burrow throwing over 400 yards. Perhaps the Chiefs tried to run the ball to close that game out, couldn't get it done, and I don't think that's going to happen again. Can you imagine the Bengals beating the Chiefs twice in the span of 1 month? I really can't see it. So I don't think the under for this Patrick Mahomes bet here, 250, is going to hit. He's only gone under 253 times this entire season, and I think tonight or this Sunday, they put the foot on the throat. Don't let the Bengals come back. And if the Bengals somehow come up and win this game, Joe Burrow is going to throw big yards. If they're playing from behind, Joe Burrow's going to have to throw big yards. He's only gone under 250 6 times this entire season, and this time they ain't going down without a fight. They will be letting it fly, whether it's close, whether they're down big. I love this bet. 250 for both quarterbacks. Let's hit. Pick number 3, I'm going with the Los Angeles Rams -3.5. And I've heard all the narrative about how the Niners own the Rams, Shanahan owning McVay, and how this is a tough matchup for the Rams because the Niners are so tough, run the ball, etc. I'm not quite buying into that. I know how hard it is to beat a team in the NFL and how hard it is to beat a team twice in the NFL. That's what the Niners have done. They already beat the Rams twice this year. Now think about beating a team of that caliber 3 times, especially with how the progression of this series has gone. I'm not buying it. Game 1, there was a pick and a pick 6 on the first 3 drives of the game on the hands of the Rams. It was 14-0 by the end of the first quarter. That game you got to throw out the window. Now, in matchup number 2, the Rams controlled that for most of the game. Yeah, Jimmy G had a nice comeback, and he did some nice things to make you feel better about them heading into the playoffs, but I'm seeing more growth out of the Rams, more confidence. They're going to have a sense of urgency that they didn't have last time. They're going to get the Shanahan monkey off the back. McVay will beat Kyle for the first time. I like the Rams -3.5. Pick number 4, we're going back to the same game parlay action with some player props. First and foremost, we're going Elijah Mitchell over 54.5 rushing yards. He's gone over 54.5 6 of the last 7 games and 9 out of 13 games for him this entire season. The one thing we can count on with the Niners is that they will run the ball, and he is their guy. He gets 20 carries so frequently this NFL season. I expect nothing less. Whether they're down or they're up, he's going to get touches. He'll get over 54.5. On the other side, we're going Odell Beckham over 39.5. He hasn't hit that consistently with the Rams this year, but both playoff matches, he hit that pretty easily, and I expect the Niners to have a pretty keen focus on Cooper Kupp. That should allow Odell to get busy, which he's done in these 2 playoff games. That's plus 100 odds on DraftKings with the same game parlay action. I love this player prop bet. It's not too crazy. It's just right. Plus 100. Can't miss. Let's go. All right, let's get a little crazy with a bonus same game parlay. We're just getting a little wild with that this weekend because it's conference championship. There ain't no holding back now. Let's get a little plus 850 action. Get some Travis Kelce and T. Higgins anytime touchdown looks, and then also go to Joe Burrow 25 plus passing completions. They're going to have to pass to win this game. 25 is a very reasonable number. And last but not least, Patrick Mahomes over 24.5 rushing yards. He's gone over 24.5 rushing 6 out of his 8 last playoff games. Since 2019, he has been rushing a lot in the playoffs. And if the Bengals pass rush can get a little busy, expect Patrick Mahomes to get out of the pocket and pick up those first downs like he did last week and has done so much in the past couple years in the postseason. I love this. Plus 850, same game parlay. Let's get a TD for boy Travis Kelce and T. Higgins. Let Joe Burrow let it fly, and let Pat Mahomes scamper out those legs and hit big on this SGP. Let's go. Good luck, everybody.